Hey, and welcome back to another ball review video. We're out here with another ball that I found on a great value deal, and we have the Titleist TruFeel golf ball, and I got it in red because I love the colors. Sadly, that does mean it has the matte finish, but let's see how it does. We're gonna get on course, test it out, and see how it does. All right, we're doing another 5-hole challenge. We're gonna test out this ball. I'll be talking a little more about it as we get going. Start with here though, we've got a great par 4 drivable opportunity if I hit it well. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with a little bit of a pole drive and a 67-yard bunker shot, not my favorite, but it's out of the bunker and we've got a good chip opportunity here. This is a ball I've played before, so I know I like it, but it is the first time I bought it. Usually I just buy or pick these out of lakes, find them in the woods, in the desert. But overall, I know this does have a nice good feel to it, and this is something I should be able to chip close. Park. Yeah, I love that. Putting is my biggest concern here. That matte finish I've recognized in other videos does make putting a little wonky. Just the feel of the ball, the way it interacts with the grass is different than it would be a regular ball. Ooh, good catch hole. I do love a red ball. Anything orange, red, pink, something that's bright on the ground. When we play out here in the desert, it's so much easier if you just spray it a little bit in the dirt to see this than a white ball. And this is exactly the hole I'm talking about for that. You can miss it right in the dirt. There actually is a possibility of being long straight out the middle and in the dirt. And if I turn it over too much, it could be left and in the dirt. So a nice red ball makes it easy to see. It's got great compression, so it should also be easy to hit and get out there too. Cool. First drive with it where I feel like I really got a hold of it and it still didn't go anywhere. Didn't hit as up on as I want. That might be a me thing, but the distance is a little off. Not a windy day at all. Normally with my Pro V or something like that, I'd be out a little farther. I'm around the corner better. Now I'm still about 260 out. I've got a window to get up there, but like I said, I wish it'd be a little closer. It's just the left side of the green, right between the bunker and the green. It landed just short and it's in a great spot. I checked up more than I thought it would. Oh, hit the ball. Man. Tapping pars are great, just not when you hit a couple good shots to start off with like that. But pars are good. Even par through 2. Let's move on to the next par 3. Third hole, par 3. Today it's a back pin playing 183 into the wind, so it's probably playing more like 190. We're gonna try to get my 6-iron there. Right at it, a little floaty. Just a little left of it now. Yep, it's a good ball. Absolutely love that shot there. That was perfect. Distance was great. Strike was awesome. Had the shape I wanted. Checks a lot of the markers that I'm looking for in a ball. Sometimes cheaper balls tend to spin up a little more than I want. And in this case, that spun up just perfectly, so the wind held it up to a good number. Rolled out a little bit on the green, which is what I'd expect with a long iron like that. Everything is perfect. Now let's see if I can cash out the putt. Putting is always my personal weakness with these matte finish balls. Let me know in the comments below if it's something you struggle with as well. Ooh. Straight pull, but tapping pars are always a good thing. Even par through 3, 2 more holes to go. 5th hole should be a great hole for me to hit some extra balls, test some distance on. Stick around to the end of the video. We'll make sure to cut this open, show some durability and stuff like that as well. Just make sure we're getting everything we can out of this ball. Something that my wife mentioned to me recently that makes a lot of sense is like what actually is a value ball to me. And for me, it's the price point. If I'm spending more than $2 a ball, I don't know if it's really the value I'm looking for specifically what this series is intended for. This Titleist TruFeel ball I found on Amazon on a great deal. I think it was like $15.99, free shipping. And the coolest part was it did get delivered same day that I ordered it. The downside is I suspect it was stored in a warehouse. We're out in the sun. I don't think the warehouse was very temperature controlled because these do feel like they've been in the heat a little while. They've got kind of that rough outer feel. We'll see testing wise if durability, like if the cover starts being affected by that as well. That's just my suspicion. But at that point, I'm paying about a little less than $1.50 a ball, which makes it a great value. You'll see this at Walmart too for $25 a dozen. And then at that point, you're not getting the same value. When you find a value ball, check Amazon, check a lot of these sites. A lot of places do great deals, or maybe you buy two, get some off, something like that. So for me, a value ball specifically is about $1.50 or less a ball, $2 or less a ball, something around that nature. Another one where I strike was a little weird, but the result's great. It's right up the middle. It's gonna be in a great spot. High off the face, it just doesn't feel good off the driver. I don't know if that's the ball. We'll hit a few extra drives on the next hole, probably hit 3 or 4 red ones and a couple premium balls. But just off the driver, it just feels kind of dead, like it's not trying to get in the air. Sit down. Sit down. Oh, you're kidding me. That was so terrible. That one's on me. I caught that a little thin. Now we've got a touchy bunker shot, which is not my favorite. Anything on the green from here, I'll be ecstatic. Anything not the bunker, I won't be too mad. Oh, I almost called that too. I said, let's chip it in, and I almost did. First bogey on the card, 1 to play. It is a par 5 with a great opportunity to make up that stroke. Let's do some distance testing. And you know what? We've got some time. While here, let's do a little extra chipping, see how this performs around the green. Something else I know I've mentioned in other videos is the numbering of the balls. And so it's a dozen balls. That's 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, and 3 4s. This is your standard setup. I do wish companies would make it more of a normal thing to just make some that have 10s, 12s, weird numbers on it. That'd be kind of cool. And we still got our Titleist 3 that we're playing with, and I took out the rest are all Titleist 1s. Overall, these feel pretty good off the wedge face at least. Driver face was a different story. But it does feel fairly soft. The matte finish itself does actually help add to that. Tiffany just mentioned it sounds like a rock on camera. I don't know, it's weird. The ball itself, I bet when we cut it open, is fairly hard. But this outer matte finish does help make the ball a little softer in general. So while the center of it might be hard, the outer half of it stays a little softer, which does help with some feel around the green. That one stopped on a dime. Going. With that. All right, wear and tear overall looks very good. I've cleaned the ball off now, and it's got a couple areas where there's definitely some scratching. At one point I stepped on the ball in the bunker. I've hit several bunker shots with this ball now. Like, it's definitely got some wear and tear, you know. But that's reasonable, especially for a matte finish ball. I mean, overall, I think this would make it a full 18 holes before it gets too dinged up. And for a lot of people buying this kind of ball, you're going to lose at least 2 or 3 of them over 18 holes. So I think durability-wise is a check. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a distance test now. So we've got my first ball, my Titleist 3. We're going to hit out and play that for the overall score. But I've got a couple Titleist 1s and then a couple Callaway Chrome Softs. Chrome Softs? Yeah, Chrome Softs that we're going to hit here. Those are the balls I've been playing with and getting great distance with. It'll give us a good accurate distance gauge to see if this is performing well or if it's just me that's struggling. That's a good start. It's another good distance gauge one. It's right up the alley, but it may not run out a ton, but it'll be a good one to compare. There, that's fairway. Left of the tree. That's a good distance gauge. I feel like I hit those all fairly well. If I hit one good one here, we're just gonna call it one and go check it out. Yep, that's one good one. I can tell you right now, I'm not getting much more out of that last one, so there's no need to hit another one. Let's go check out, see what the distance looks like with the premium versus the cheaper ball. All right, overall, there definitely is a difference, and I can tell right off the bat. So I've got all three red balls in a great spot. This one is the Titleist 3. That's the first one we hit. If I'm being honest, like I said, that's the one I feel like has been performing the worst. It didn't feel as best off the face. The other ones felt better, but you could still tell they were missing a little something. So this one just didn't get the run out, could be part of it. I hit this one very well. Nice and even in the line with it is another red one. That one was a little more in the fairway. That one got a little run out. And then that one's a good 20, 25 yards ahead of the other ones. And that is the premium ball that I hit there. Just proving, like I said, I think the premium balls get a little more distance, especially with my swing speed, but overall it was good. The distance test we did right there worked out exactly how I thought it would. The premium ball that I usually play hits the right spin numbers and everything I'm looking for, went farther than the ones that probably aren't gonna match up to those numbers as well. Does that mean you shouldn't play the cheaper ball? No, of course not. Like, that's not the point. The point is you're really good. If you're getting down to a single digit handicap, maybe start looking at the ball. If you're still double digits, 20 plus, struggling to break 90, 100, these cheaper balls are still perfectly fine. They're still gonna let you score. You're still gonna have opportunities to play well. That's all on me. Gotta work on the mental thoughts there. All I could think in my head was like, don't leave it short, don't hit it long. Silly things that we all fight. Golf's a mental game, is it not? Let's chip it in for birdie. Just like that. That's the birdie we needed. Shot even par. Check that part. We hit the score target. Ball overall performs well. Now the big question, where does it rank in my stack ranking and what does the inside of the ball look like? Let's go ahead and get off the green, let the next group play through and take a look at what's in here. Overall, very satisfied with the way this ball performed, but it is not the best in my stack ranking. First off, we've still got the Kirkland golf ball that checks the boxes. It does exactly what I expect. After that, we've got our Pinnacle Rush ball, which unfortunately is discontinued. Look for another Pinnacle ball coming out here shortly that is the replacement for that. Does it perform as well? We'll have to find out. In third place, I will put this there, the Titleist TruFeel golf ball. Titleist makes great stuff. For a value ball, this works really well. It's a matte finish, but you can get it in a regular finish if you don't like the matte covering like myself. Overall, it's a solid third place. In fourth place, we've got our Eagle Ace golf ball, which is something I found on Amazon. In fifth place, we have our Nitro golf ball, which I may have to reassess. At some point, we might have to look at some of these, but it's still a solid ball. Sixth place is an honorable mention. It may not make it on the screen. We still have the Athletic Works golf ball. For the price, I still think that is probably the best value ball out there. Performance-wise, it's just not good enough to make that top 5 yet, though. Overall, really enjoyed this. We'll cut this ball open in a minute, but I just want to thank everyone for tuning into these videos. I hope you're enjoying the content. Make sure to subscribe to support the channel and hit the bell button to get all the notifications for everything we have coming up. Make sure you've liked the video, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. The moment everybody's been waiting for. Let's cut this bad boy open. Titleist 3, same one we've been playing all day with. Definitely a little solid, just exactly what I expected, especially depending on where this was stored. Over here. And big reveal. It's like an ugly pinkish purple looking inside. Obviously you have the red mat outside. It's exactly what I expect to see from something like this, and you can really feel, when I compare this to the other ones I cut open, the inside of this does feel very hard, which is what Tiffany mentioned was kind of picking up in the mic. But the matte finish itself does stay kind of soft. If you want something that's going to still play soft, even though it's a hard ball, this is a great option. I feel like it got good distance. The round the green was decent. Putting's a little different with the matte feel, and if you don't like that, they do make it just a traditional glossy finish like a regular ball. Overall, love the ball. Hope you've enjoyed the content. Hope you found this helpful. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.